Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Koppes and I am your technology teacher. Today we are going to be going over the rules of the computer lab. This poster is shown in several places in the classroom and it tells my expectations, which spell out the words computer lab. We're going to go through and practice those rules today to make sure that everybody knows what's expected. The first rule is to come to the lab with clean hands. We don't want to get dirt or sticky stuff on our computers or the mice, so make sure you wash your hands before you come to class. I also have hand sanitizer that you can use anytime you need. The next rule is operate equipment properly. That's big fancy words for use the stuff the way it's supposed to be used. So first, let's talk about using the chairs properly. So a note about these chairs, they are very heavy and they don't scooch very well. So if I pull it out and I pull it all the way to sit, I am too far away from the computer. I need to scooch it forward. If you are short, like you're in kindergarten and first grade, your feet aren't going to touch the floor. And the older kids, it's still really hard to scooch it. It doesn't move very well. So what we do instead is these chairs spin. They're not for the purpose of going around like a merry-go-round and going, wee! Please don't do that. Pull the chair out just as far as you need it, turn it, sit, and turn yourself back in. Then there's no scooching necessary. Now, if I put my hands to the computer right now, take a look at my wrists. They aren't straight. When we type, we need to have straight wrists so that you don't put pressure on that carpal nerve and pinch it, because that's very painful. If you're in kindergarten, first, second, third grade, you are going to need your seats all the way up to have straight wrists because you're not that tall. Some fourth graders and several fifth graders will need to lower their seats though to have straight wrists. To do that, we use this little lever right here. So I'm sitting in the chair and I pull it down a bit. A little bit more. There we go. So now my wrists are straight and I will not be putting pressure on that carpal nerve. Please remember that when we leave the class, you need to raise the seats so that the little kids have their seats up. To raise the seats, we stand up, we grab the lever and pull it up, and then the chair is back in position. At the end of class, we push our chairs in and stand behind our pushed-in chairs. Please don't play with these levers. Don't pump the chairs down unnecessarily. Only do it if you need to get yourself adjusted, and then leave it alone. Another important piece of equipment we use is our Chromebooks. Here's a funny video where a boy shows us what not to do with our Chromebooks, and a girl helps him learn how to care for his Chromebook properly.
Hey kids, let's take a few minutes to talk about how to take care of your new Chromebook. Chromebook hacks for the new classroom. Chromebooks are built to be tough, but following a few simple rules will help make sure yours last all the way till graduation. So here are a few top tips on what to do and what not to do with your Chromebook. First, remember to always close your Chromebook before you carry it. No, not like that. That's better. Always carry it with two hands and don't run. No, no. There you go. Next, keep food and sticky fingers away from your Chromebook. Ew. Even if you're careful, accidents can happen. If something spills on your Chromebook, wipe it off with a dry cloth. To avoid scratching your Chromebook, make sure there's enough space in your backpack and nothing sharp. What did I just say? And one more thing, it's a good idea to turn it off for several hours at least once a week. We all need a little rest, and your Chromebook is no exception. And now you know how to take care of your Chromebook. Be sure to check out our other videos. Samsung does not condone the mistreatment of Chromebooks shown in this video. Please don't try this at home.
Great, so we'll take good care of our Chromebooks. Our third rule is to make sure to follow all school policies and safety rules. Is our computer lab part of the school? Of course it is. So do we have to follow the school rules? Of course we do. So all rules such as no running, keep hands, feet, and other objects to yourself, and all of those rules apply in our classroom. The next rule is to pay attention and follow teachers' directions the first time. I only see your class for 40 minutes once a week. So for us to get through all of our exciting activities, I need everyone to follow my directions the first time. If I give a direction to the class, but then I have to say it again for this person and this person and this person and this person and this person, we're not going to get anything done and we're not going to get to our fun stuff. There's one of me and there's a lot of you. When I get the class's attention for directions, I need you to pay attention and follow that direction right away. Sometimes it's hard to stop what we're doing and move on to something else, and I understand that can be frustrating. But it's really important that we work together as a team. As team captain, I need you to obey my directions right away. Our next rule is to use the cups to get the teacher's attention. Normally in class, you raise your hand when you want to get the teacher's attention, and you can do that when we're seated on the floor together for directions. But when you're at the computers, you'll use your cups. That's because you need both hands to use a computer properly. If one hand is in the air trying to get my attention, you can no longer use the computer the right way. So there is a set of cups sitting at every computer workstation. When you are doing everything fine, you don't have any questions, it's going good, good is my green cup. But if you have a question, you'll take that cup and you'll flip it to yellow. You're not going to wave it around in the air. You're not going to bang it on the desk to get my attention. You're going to just leave it sitting on top of the computer where I can see it. And so when I look around the room, I'll know that I need to come to you and answer your question. Now, again, there's one of me, there's lots of you. I'm not going to be instantly there. I will always come and answer your questions, but you might have to be patient. Maybe other kids had a question first. Oh, one more note about the cups. Don't set them on the computer. Here. Don't set them on the computer so that they're next to each other. I don't know what the color that one is supposed to be. Just leave them in a stack, and then I'll know what to do. The next cup is the red cup. We don't use this cup very often, but sometimes the computers break. If your computer breaks, meaning the power goes out on it, or the mouse doesn't have that light at the bottom, it is off. If your computer is broken, you would need the red cup to signal to me that I have to come fix your computer. If I know a computer is not working before you come in, I'll leave the red cups on the keyboard as a signal to you that you'll have to use a different computer for that day. And our last cup is the blue cup. Sometimes when you finish, I need to know so I can either help you print or I can check you off on my list. Oftentimes when we're working through a lesson, I'll have you just wait until I go on to the next step. But if I need to know that you're finished, I will tell you to use the blue cup. All right, let's see if you remember all that. What cup is the question cup? Yellow. What cup is the done cup? Blue. What cup is the good cup? Green. And what cup is the computer emergency cup? Red. Yes. One more note about the red cup. It is for computer emergencies. All of these cups signal that I need to come to you and help you. But if you ever have a body emergency, don't use the cups. It might take me a while to get to you, and then you could have an accident. I do not want you to bleed on my desks. I do not want you to throw up on my keyboards. I do not want you to pee on my chairs. If you are going to be sick or if bodily fluids are going to escape your body, please come to me, tell me so that I can get you the help you need right away and you will not have an accident in my room. The next rule is to talk quietly when permitted. Don't talk when the teacher is talking. During work time, you will be allowed to talk quietly with your neighbors. That's fine. Just keep it an appropriate volume. But as soon as I give a direction, I need you to Zip those lips and pay attention so that you can follow teacher's directions the first time. The next rule is eat, drink, and chew gum outside the lab. We can't have any of those things near the computers. They could damage the electronics. If there's a medical reason that you need to have a water bottle while in the computer lab, then we'll make sure you have access to it while still keeping it away from the computers. R is remember to bring your charged Chromebook. Part of your grade is showing readiness to learn, and you can't be ready to learn computer skills if you don't have your computer to work on. You need to charge your Chromebook every evening and bring it to school every day. But this is especially important on days you have my class. You also need to make sure that you have either memorized your username and password or that you have brought your quick card with you. Not being prepared for class is a waste of time and does not show readiness to learn. L is leave your workstation ready for the next person. My classes are back to back, so we have to make sure things are ready for the next group. That will mean pushing in your chair, cups to the left of the seat number, and mouse to the right of the seat number. If you are borrowing one of my computer mice, you should not take the cord keeper off of it. The cord keepers look like this. There is plenty of mouse length that you can plug it in without undoing the cord. Keep it tightly bound together. If you borrow my headphones, please return them to the bin before you leave. If you brought your own mouse or headphones, obviously you'll take those with you. After following my cleanup directions, you'll stand behind your pushed-in chair and wait for your group to be called in line. A is always treat everyone with respect. I don't like to raise my voice because I don't think yelling is very respectful. I will try hard to treat you with respect, even if you are having a hard time being respectful to me or to classmates. Everyone has bad moments from time to time, including me. I will try to help you work through them. However, repeated disrespectful behavior will result in consequences. Finally, our last rule is be ready to learn something new when you come to the lab. You can play games and watch videos on your own time. You know how to do that. I'm going to teach you cool new things to do with technology. We'll focus on typing, where we learn touch typing and proper conventions of spacing and punctuation, and we'll learn editing. We'll do computer programming through code.org and in the upper grades through Scratch. We'll even use some robots. We'll do internet safety. We'll do digital design, where we work on our visual literacy skills. So many cool projects and computer apps that we're going to use, and we're really going to have a great time. I can't wait to get started with you on all of these fun things. It's going to be a great year.